Hello friends, welcome back. It's good to see you again. This week we are going to be continuing in the book of Matthew, and as you can see I have our verse of the week up here. So if you guys want to go ahead and read along with me, you're welcome to. I will be reading it out loud anyway. So Matthew 12:38. Then some of the Pharisees and the teachers of the law said to him, "Teacher, we want to see a sign from you." What does that mean? What is the context that we are looking at right now? Let me ask you a question first. Do you guys remember or do you guys know of signs or miracles that Jesus had performed up until this point? Go ahead and take a second and think about it. Some of the signs that Jesus performed during his ministry was he healed people who were crippled. This is an illustration, if you guys remember the story of the man being lowered through the roof by his friends. Another miracle was healing the blind, people who could not see. He also healed the mute, people who were not able to speak. He also raised a dead girl and had said when the parents came and they asked Jesus to heal her, he said, "Don't worry, she's just sleeping." She went to the house and told her to wake up, and she came back to life. And this picture is from the time when a woman who had been sick her entire life believed that if she would just reach out and touch Jesus's cloak, she would be healed. And her faith healed her. So if you guys came up with any of those miracles, you guys were right. But that's just a brief overview of some of the miracles that Jesus performed during his ministry. So let me ask you again. Why do you think the Pharisees and the teachers of the law wanted Jesus to show them a sign? If you guys know, the Pharisees and the teachers of the law were some of the highest people. They thought that they were above Jesus. They didn't believe that Jesus was the Messiah. They wanted to be able to confirm or deny that the miracles that Jesus was performing was actually valid or not valid. And so they were asking Jesus to show them another sign in front of all these people to be able to say, yes, you are the Messiah, or no, you are not the Messiah. This week I have an activity to help you think about this more. Go ahead and take a moment, pause the video. If you have a small ball, something really soft, go ahead and find it. It could also be stuffed animal, anything that is going to be easy to throw. Great, now you have it. Also, I need you to get a partner. So if you have a sibling or a parent, they would be great to use for this activity. What I want you to do is go ahead and face your partner. Stand a couple of feet away from each other. It doesn't need to be very far, okay? Now take the object that you're going to throw, have your partner throw it to you. Did you catch it? Hopefully you did. Great. Now I will give the item back to your partner, and this time I want you to close your eyes and try to catch the item that that person is throwing to you. Go ahead. Did you catch it? If you did, then wow, you must be really good at catch. But my guess is you probably didn't catch it. I know I would have trouble catching it if I had my eyes closed. Now go ahead, do it one more time, and you decide this time, do you want to keep your eyes open or do you want to close them? You decide. Go ahead. Great. So what is the point of this activity? Well, the ball or the object that you are throwing represents the miracles or the signs that Jesus did throughout his ministry. The thrower, your partner, represents Jesus. You, as the catcher, represent the Pharisees and teachers of the law. When you had your eyes open, Jesus, your partner, was doing all these miracles, showing all these signs. He was throwing the ball to you, and when you were catching the ball, you were one of the believers, the spectators. When your eyes were open, you were choosing to see and believe all the miracles that Jesus was performing. When you had your eyes closed, though, you represented the Pharisees or the teachers of the law who saw what Jesus was doing, but they decided to close their eyes when he did them, and they didn't believe that he was the Messiah. That's what I have for you this week. I'll leave with one more question for you guys. What signs do we see today? What signs do Jesus still perform in everyday life? I can think of nature. I usually go to nature when I think of this. So the leaves changing, the seasons changing. What other things can you think of? Go ahead and take a moment, think of it. You guys can draw a picture, or better yet, go ahead and share it with a friend or a family member, and I will see you guys next week. Thank you so much for joining me.